Hello everyone and welcome back to more Octopath Traveler. Last time, we left the wonderful cliffside town of Boulder Fall and, well, we find ourselves back there because it occurred to me that because a side quest opened when we left, that maybe some would have opened in the town itself. So, I made my way back, and it seems we do in fact have things. I dropped my precious egg when I was crossing the bridge. What if it were dashed against a rock? Pawn my honor if it was broken. So begins the tale of Kaya I think that's the Mother of Dragons? So we have a quest for that. And let's check around the whole place. See if we can at least set these up. I am aware that many of these quests cannot be completed until you have specific path actions, but also it also depends on multiple different ways to approach it.
Shut.
Oi, want to join the thieves gang? Yeah, I didn't think you would. Thing is, feels you too much like hard work for my liking, so I want to quit. Gotta find a replacement. So begins the bandit's code. Is there any information I can get from these? From these, like, specific things? Ooh, here we go. We got... Oh, man, this is really nice. I guess there's a flag on Therian because... Is that, like, extending his whole story? Anyway, let's, check Clifflands. I've had enough of the banditry. Is it too late for me to turn over a new leaf? And, yeah. So it's really nice that they, include the sprites for the characters, as well as, like, what they're after and all that. That's very, very nice. Game, of course, is made with a lot of modern game sensibilities, despite the fact that it also is kind of silly how it's, you know, random battles exist, you know? Ooh, revolutionary sword. Now these are key items, so I have to wonder, like, what are they for? Alright, I've stolen from you. Alright. There's no person really to rob, except for the quest giver, but I don't feel like making him mad. Knowing my luck, he has like a 10% chance. Let's check mid and uptown for quests. Never know, we might find something good. Ooh, ooh.
So you see...
There's a spine-chilling rumor going around that I scarce believe. The folk of the slum town are plotting to rebel. Garrison mates say they're confiscating weapons by the cartload. Makes my blood run cold and I wonder what his lordship will do. Oh! Oh! I'm stealing their weapons to ruin the rebellion of the lower people, effectively screwing them. Here you go, friend. Is that so? You've confiscated all the poor folks' weapons. Not a blade remains in their possession. Fair be to you, traveler. That's a fine deed if it be true. Now they're defanged. Needn't fear the poor folk and the rebellious plotting. Truth be told, I was one of them. So his lordship saved me from a life on the streets. Aye, the highborn have more gold than the rest of us. But they're fair and just, and mistreat no one. There's good on both sides. Only we have the sense to talk to one another. Hey, can't deal with any of the centrist stuff, man. It's 2018, we can't do that. Better than inciting a war that'll make everyone poorer than afore. We're all in your debt. I guess we ended that. I'm guessing there's a way you can change that in a way, but I did it in the most let's screw over the poor people type of way. But hey, if they're poor, why don't they? I don't have an answer for them. They can just They just try not being poor, I guess. Oops.
Whoa!
That woman! I think she might just be the perfect one for me. I have plenty of confidence in my sword. Countless battlefields have I conquered, yet it was only when I returned from the field of war that I realized it. I had gained nothing. For all I had fought, that was when I realized what I was truly missing. My other half, my perfect woman. And that woman, oh, how can I ever get her to glance in my direction? Daughter of the Dark God? Why, hello, that light in your eye. You have the look about you I like. But alas, you're not quite the one I'm looking for. Feel like I've been searching all my life for that one perfect person. Can't steal from her. Guess we'll need something else to really get this going. Y'all mind if I just, like, rob you blind? Alright. Well, we'll come back here whenever we have something that could potentially help. But I think now's the time to get ready to go. Y'all mind if I rob you? You have a bone! He has a bone. You saw nothing, dogs. It's time for us to leave. Let's get started with what we meant to do in this episode. We have to start Untitled Chapter 1. And thank God this game has fast travel, because in a game with many zones, with random battles, if you're going to have that old concept, at least have this one to ease it up a little bit. Now, this is before, this is loading from a file before I started the prompts with her. So, they're going to give them to me again. But we'll just skip through it. This is mainly because if you hit no, I had no idea how to trigger this. I believe you trigger chapter 1s by accessing them at a tavern. But I wasn't aware of that, and I got all scared. I would love to take Hannah along and hear the beginning of the tale. One year ago.
Good. Thou hast yet to depart.
Waylaid by sentiment, my girl. It ill behooven me to leave without bidding my favorite prentice fare thee well.
A joke, as always. Will thy journey be long, master?
A good question, that. The request cometh from none other than the knights Ardent. The hunt will taken us to distant lands, and the beast we pursuing is a fearsome one.
I see.
Ha ha ha! Lookin' not so glum, girl. I'm no tyro with green arrows and bruises on his bow arm. I'll do the deed, and be back before 2 moons have passed. Still no smile? What is it, my girl?
'Tis not the hunt that concerneth me. Thou intendest to stop and off somewhere along the way.
Oh, here and there, mayhap. Why dost thou ask?
Thou forgettest or feignst ignorance, so I will remind thee. On the last hunt, thou gambledest away thy purse, and came back a poorer man than thou left.
Poorer in coin, mayhap. Yes, I did make a few wagers at the arena in Victor's Hollow. And learned that while I have a keen eye for assessing the strength of beasts, I am quite at a loss with men. A valuable lesson that was cheaply bought.
Not so cheap in the end. Eliza had to pay in thy debts, and thou only finishedst paying her back this last moon. Promise me, master, No more foolish gambling.
But what of the old Huntress saying? If the first arrow faileth, knock a second and try again.
Thou just madest that one up.
Come now, girl. Thou art too young by half for such world-weary sighs. Must thou makest our parting so gloomy?
I turn to thee, Hagen. Looking after Master, for he can rarely be bothered to looking after himself.
Even thou takest her side against me, old friend?
He knoweth good sense when he heareth it.
Growlest thou not at me, thou faithless turncoat?
Hail, Hanit. Have you come to see us off?
I have come in to warn Master about straying from the path.
And I thank you for it. I do not have the leaves to pay another debt like that.
Have I not a single ally in this infernal village?
I am your friend, but I am also a Knight Ardent, and your client. You would do well not to forget this.
Not for a moment, most honorable Lady Eliza of the illustrious Knights Ardent.
That's more like it. Fear not. I'll keep him out of trouble. I'll have him fill his evenings penning a detailed account of our adventures on the hunt.
Taken care, and may thine arrows strike true. I shall look after the forest till the day of thy return.
Thank thee, my girl, and farewell.
A year hath passed since that day. In all that time, Master could only be bothered to send in a single letter.
Hanit, 'tis me, thou revered master. Missest me? I won't bore thee with any blather about the weather or the season. Who knoweth when this will even arrive, after all? For 3 months now, I have pursued the trail of the beast sought by the Knights Ardent. A beast by the name of Red-Eye. That's their name for it, leastwise. As for its true name, if it even hath one, none can say. But on my father's bow, I swear 'tis the most vexing quarry I've ever had the misfortune to hunt in. It eludeth mine every trap, and though thou may thinketh me mad for saying this, I swear it can even senseth every move I make. I know not if it is human intelligence or pure animal instinct, but either way, it refuseth to be caught. Still, we appear to have annoyed it sufficiently that it is moving on to new pastures. Judging from its behavior, I believe it meaneth to make for the lands around Stonegard. I will be frank with thee, my girl, for thou'st always been able to see through my pretenses. The chase will be hard, and the hunt will not endeth soon. But fear not, for endeth it shall. Hast thou ever know'st your master to fail in a hunt? And so I ask thee, my dear apprentice, pray look after the village until I return. Oh, and be not a worrywart. Always thy friend and teacher, Xanta.
Never heard Master admitteth that any hunt would be difficult. Either this Red-Eye is truly the most formidable of beasts, or he stoppeth in every gambler's den from here to Stoneguard. But no, master liketh to act in the fool, but when it cometh to hunting, if he saith he will catcheth his quarry, then catcheth it he will. Yes, Linda, I know. Master entrusted the safety of the village to me. My duty now is to the villagers. Come in. Letten us visit in the headman, and see if anyone hath need of my bow.
So that seems to be a proper introduction to Honnet, our new character we have control of. It seems that she has a passion for hunting and a true hatred of all things fun, so that's a good enough introduction, I guess. Guess talk to Green.
I am Honnet.
You know my name. I kind of live here. How might my bow serveth ye today?
Hello.
Hello! Every day thou comest seeking work. Sometimes I wonder if thou art truly thy master's prentice. But jesting aside, no, there's no hunt today.
I see.
Is there aught else I might do? I hate these foreign words they're be using. Yar, why did I turn into a pirate? Thou couldst given them a lesson or two in bowmanship. The clan of the Darkwood inherited the lore of the beasts in the trees. Yet today, only thou and Xanta can truly useth that lore. Why, when I was a mere stripling. Yes, I have heard your stories before, and know how long they are. Long-winded tales are the vice of many an old man. My apologies. But if thou couldst show the youngsters the way to hunt, I would be grateful.
I'm asking ye.
I saw two of them waiting eagerly in the square. Perhaps you could start with them.
Yes.
Let's teach the children how to murder. Path actions. Utilize each character's thing. Yep. Honnet can use beasts to provoke people into battle. Huh? Training time, is it? I am ever ready. You just fight
Then has
NPCs.
hunted. Letting the hunt beginning.
Summon beast. Lind, Forest Fox, and Mossy Meep, which restores... Oh, and you only have 5 of these. Let's check it out. Oh my
Listen
god.
my arrow flying true.
You are interesting.
Fight with courage.
I mean, I didn't really expect a summoner-style character like this.
Now then.
Thou growest adept at fighting.
So,
But thou must be more cautious than ever, for thou now knowest just enough to get thyself into trouble.
Oh.
I will. Where's my arm? Someone help find my arm. Go forth, my friend. Pray teach in me, Huntress Honnet.
standest thou against me? Then be hunted. Letting the hunt beginnen. Coming, If thou darest,
You're screwed.
thou didst fight with courage.
The damage is so good. Also, untouched bonus. I didn't really look at the bonuses here. If you kill them during a break, it looks like you get more experience and you get more money if you don't take damage. All right. Ugh.
Well,
Dost thou feelest more attuned to thy surroundings?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm bleeding.
excellent.
Very good. An important lesson blood gives you. They're dead.
Hello there.
Hello there! That was a bad read. Huntress Honnet. What is it?
Well...
The headman sent me to find thee. Said we must speaketh with thee right away.
Understood.
Then I will make haste. He is at home, I take it.
That's right.
What the fuck is that? God. An urgent hunt, mayhap? We'll have to find out.
Greetings.
Headman, you wish to see me? Yes, a request hath coming in from the Lord Ciaran. I'm not even gonna attempt. It would seem a beast hath strayed into his provincial forest,
I see.
and he will it gone. Just so, he asketh for our best hunter. And while Master Zanta is off on the hunt, that meaneth thee. Understood.
I'm asking ye.
Always remember, Honnet, since time immemorial, ours has been a village of great hunters and huntresses. Yes, far and wide beyond the edges of the Darkwood, our home. The bard sangeth of blah 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 blah. Is that how it went?
Egads!
Have I told it that many times? Long-winded tales, my dear. Are the vice of an old man, yes. As for the hunt, I am ready when needed.
Splendid!
Excellent. Lord Ciaran's messenger awaiteth inside. He will telleth thee all thou needst to know.
I am ready.
I will speak to him at once.
I'm asking ye.
Honnet, prithee do not Master Zanta would thee not? What the fuck does that mean?
Fair befallen me.
You're using the old English. Back in the day when there was no McDonald's.
Well met.
My apologies for the urgency of the matter, but monsters pay little heed to the convenience of men.
Nay,
I am here to serve. Telling me more about this beast. Your quarry is to be a fearsome beast that has wandered into the Whisperwood from the gods know where. A monster that had strayed from its home.
Yes.
Aye, just this morning a merchant and an injured companion fetched up at our manor in frightful shape. As one man told it, the other was in no condition to speak. Their caravan had been waylaid by the beast. They were the only survivors.
this bodeth ill.
How dost thou knowing this creature was responsible?
Well, actually,
Lord Ciaran's scholars were called upon to investigate the matter. From the merchant's testimony, they concluded the men were attacked by a savage beast known as a Gisarma.
Truly?
I have heard of this creature. Its baleful roar would make it an unlikely fit for the tranquil Whisperwood. His lordship is most anxious to protect his subjects, needless to say. He seeks the help of the most capable hunter in the village, and so, in Master Xanta's absence, we turn to you. What say you, Honnet? Will you free our fair province of this unholy menace?
I am ready.
Tell in thy lord that I shan't fail him. Indeed. There's a dignity about you that Master Xanta lacks, but I see you share his passion for your calling. I hope you will continue to inherit only his better qualities. Master is a fine teacher. He showeth by example both what a hunter oughteth and oughteth not to down. I hate the words that they're using that aren't real. You can't tell me any of these words are real. They're all fake, and anyone in the comments who says they are real is simply lying. You live in another universe. It would seem we're in safe hands indeed. Yes, thou art. Again, Master Xanta looks like a character that likes to have fun, and everyone else here seems to not want to do that. And so I must do my duty and hunt the beast. Thine offer is a generous one, yet the path ahead is fraught with danger. How curious Lind judgeth thee worthy. Not often she warmeth to strangers. I shall accept in thine offer, lending me thy strength in battle. The monster hath been sighted in the Whisper Wood. It is there we must go. Oh, that's how this works. So you get to hear, like, the start of their tale, and instead of... So is that how that works? Do they have their own specific Chapter 1 that has a more of a focus on them and story-like development? And that's why you go on the journey? Or is it all the same, but if you come to someone second, they just say, and that's what we're doing, and then they add you to the party? Is that how that goes? I guess we'll continue her thing to see what happens. But, the non-linear format here is it's very jarring, because in your mind, on the surface with a game like this, and with it doing something relatively different, is you kind of want to say that they're not doing it in a good way, or you want to like, my immediate idea is like, I don't know if this is good or not, but then it's just because it's doing something out of your comfort zone.
Now, let us hunt him.
Which very much is what this game is. It is out of the typical comfort zone of other JRPGs, where you are on a set track, and here it seems to be a lot more freeform. And as I've learned from just like, you know, looking up information on this game, there is no, like, bring all the characters together to fight this ultimate threat type of thing. It seems to just be these 8 separate stories. I had been made aware, because I see people talking about it on Twitter, that there has been a discovery of, if you do certain side quests and complete every story, there is a big world-building super dungeon to do, which we may in fact do. Depends, my mileage may vary. Depends how much I'm enjoying the game by then, but if it continues like this, probably. But it's interesting to see games do different things. Because I was seeing a bit of pushback, because I was starting to see people talk about that a little bit. Just a little bit. Over the past couple of days, it was when reviews came out of some people. Some people were talking about how games like Final Fantasy VI had all of these characters and their stories and their backgrounds, but also had a main plot, which means that this game has a weak story. And to be honest, I think the problem there is that games have different goals in mind of what they want to do, and you can't really say something's doing something wrong because it's doing something different. So I'm actually pretty open to it. But at first, I will say my knee-jerk reaction was a negative one. Upon hearing, like, what do you mean there's not a super big focus on character interactions, and it's a lot more freeform and stuff? Because on the surface, that seems a little A little bit like when you don't, you're not used to. But this seems fine. This seems fine. I did hear that once you get past chapter 1, for characters, you begin to start having some Tales of Skit like interaction. So if you haven't played the Tales of series, there's little conversation cutscenes that you can have where the characters interact, and it seems like there's plenty of interaction through that. Which I guess that's fine. But I also have to wonder how this is balanced if you bring in people to their chapter 1. So, because I have 2 people here, will this be much easier? Ah, I see. They completely cut out your extra characters during the scenes. That's how they do it. That explains that, then. It sleweth these men and beasts for no reason, other than as a fearsome show of its dreadful power.
This bodeth ill.
I see thou tremblest, little one. Thine heart is filled with fear. Thou witnessed what that beast did. It madeth thee bear witness. Patience, I shall return and attend to the fallen. But first they shall be avenged. I should probably try and parse these and read them like normal English we can understand. Will you protect them, friend, until my return? Yeah, I think that'll do me better. You can hear the proper way whenever they voice act it. Thank you. I shall return soon. God! I can. God! Can we have some American who just goes, howdy? Howdy, travelers. A life for a life. So it has been since the dawn of time.
Unacceptable.
But to slay for sport, for pleasure or greed, is to betray the law of nature. Each time a creature take more than it needs, a part of the force dies. I hunt not merely to keep Lord Syrian's people safe. I hunt to save the forest itself. Alright, so that makes a lot of sense. So they technically don't, like, break your, they don't break up the story by, like, what if you take someone with you? How does the story develop? And it's like, no. It just pretends those characters don't really exist.
Letting my arrow fly and
And so far we have a decent dynamic of what characters are doing what here as well. Also, one question I had was, how does party boost mode work? And this effectively answers it. Everyone gets pips.
The hunt endeth.
Okay, so I'm gonna say the one thing that I felt like could be a potential problem in this game is battle pacing, and how it could potentially be a bit on the slow side. Once you get a party member, that ends completely. Like your first fight will be the most, the slowest one, of course. You only got one person. Once you get another one, I can start putting them into roles and starting to work some stuff out.
Letting us beginning.
We'll have theory on, like, start debuffing people, and we're gonna get some good stuff in there. Might as well just pop one of these. There we go.
Letting the hunt.
The nerve.
I will not be thy prey.
Didn't stand a chance. You have an axe. Show it off. Alright, that dude totally has like one hit left. I did it.
Don't start things you can't finish.
I gotta say, the voice of Furion is really good at just being a complete shitheel. I think Chris Niosi's doing a really good job. Don't recognize Haunted, which is good. You shouldn't always immediately recognize the voice actors. I'm sure that breaks immersion for certain people. Me, I'm kinda alright. If you need anything, just say the word. Alright, we got ourselves a nice little shop here. I don't really need anything, though. But what I need to do is sell this bone. This $1 bone. Alright, let's pop a savvy doodle. Be on our way. What do you want?
I'll make this quick.
Yeah, we'll make it really
Out of my
quick.
way.
Goodbye. See, I told you I'd make it quick.